Hi, I'm Maura McCullough, founder of College Scoops. Our goal at College Scoops is to provide valuable, curated content to help students and parents get a better feel and vibe of a college campus and the surrounding area. Whether you are in high school or at university, College Scoops provides the inside scoops on everything college related, highlighting the best places to eat, stay, and explore on and around campus. We know college visits in particular should and can be fun, offering new insights into the local community and surrounding area each and every time you step foot on campus. We have just launched a virtual college experience series to highlight what our student ambassadors love about their school and to answer several important questions you and your students may have about particular colleges. We hope you find these videos helpful. We had a ton of fun making them. Thank you to all of our student ambassadors and to the entire College Scoops community for pulling these together. Please subscribe to College Scoops and follow us on our social media.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Meg. I am a junior here at Bucknell University, majoring in psychology and minoring in film and media studies. I am originally from Wilton, Connecticut, and I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Theta here at Bucknell, and I'm also a residential advisor to first years, and I also do research on campus.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, so my name is Hannah. I'm from Connecticut. I'm a biology major with a minor in public policy. I'm a junior at Bucknell, and I'm involved in several things on campus. I'm part of Club Lacrosse. I'm a pre-health intern in the Center for Career Advancement. I'm part of the Active Minds Club, and I'm also the co-president of the Colleges Against Cancer Club on campus, which is great.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and I am a junior at Bucknell University. Originally, I am from New Jersey, and currently at Bucknell, I am majoring in political science and minoring in legal studies. On campus, I have been a residential advisor for the last 2 years, first living with sophomores and now currently living with first years. I'm a part of the Kappa Alpha Theta sorority. I am a member of the theater and dance department on campus, being a part of productions ranging from dance showcases to plays to musicals. I am a member of the Theater Students of Color Club, which actively seeks to give voices to students of color in the theater department. And I'm a part of the Bucknell Public Interest Program, which is a program that seeks to help students who are seeking internships and careers involving public service.
I'm Gianna. I'm from New Jersey. I'm double majoring in linguistics and psychology. I'm a junior and I'm involved in Bison Girls Dance Team, Delta Gamma Sorority, Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society.
Hey everyone, my name is Hunter. I'm from Manchester, Maryland, just a small town in northern Maryland. I'm a political science and economics double major. I'm a junior currently, and at Bucknell I'm involved in Active Minds. I'm the vice president of the club, which it's a club dedicated to mental health awareness, mental health practices, and to kind of provide an outlet for students to kind of practice safe mental health and healthy mental health, which has been a really great opportunity. Me and my friend actually worked to get the club up and running this past year, and it's been a really great experience to kind of go through that process of starting a club and to meet all these new people and to really kind of set off on what we really wanted to achieve for the club. And it's been great seeing it kind of manifest into what we've been working so hard on.
I'm Noreen, originally from Boothwyn, Pennsylvania, but I currently live in Katy, Texas. I'm a junior accounting major with a minor in psychology, and on campus I am on the Bison Girls Dance Team.
My name is Phillip, and I'm a junior at Bucknell University. I'm a chemical engineering major, minoring in philosophy, and I do research.
My name is Joe Roffer. I am a junior electrical engineering major with a minor in management. I have a concentration in renewable energy systems. I'm from Exeter, New Hampshire. I just moved here 2 summers ago. I do Renewable Energy Scholars every week, which is a great club. I'm also in Active Minds, which is a mental health kind of awareness and advocacy group for college students.
What do you wish you knew when you arrived at freshman orientation?
The thing that I wish I knew at freshman orientation was that it would take more time than you would think to really find your people on campus and to really find where you were and find your niche, because everyone does at some point. But I kind of thought that within the first few days I'd fit right into place and all the pieces would fall together, when it really wasn't the case. It took me a couple weeks to find some really close friends, and then past that it took me a couple years to really get involved on campus and meet people that are now my best friends and that I'm really thankful for.
For my first day on campus for new student orientation, I wish I'd told myself to be more outgoing.
So one thing I wish I knew when I went into freshman orientation was that this is the best opportunity to meet people and to just get involved with the school. Orientation, you're essentially in this place where it's a fresh slate for everybody, and everyone's kind of in the same boat as you are. If I could challenge someone to do one thing during orientation, I think it would be during that week, do at least 3 things that take you out of your comfort zone. Like I said, this really is a clean slate, and it's the perfect opportunity for you to meet so many new people and to get involved in so many different ways you didn't think you'd be able to get involved in.
Definitely that you don't have to be best friends with your roommate. You definitely should try to branch out during orientation, meet new people, whether they live in the same freshman dorm building as you do or not, but definitely branch out, and that's definitely one of the things I do regret. I kind of just stuck with the people on my hall and with my roommate, but that wasn't all too bad. But definitely branch out, see all these other different people you can meet on campus. It's a great way to start making friends and making connections.
What was the deciding factor in choosing Bucknell?
So I was a high-performing athlete back in high school, so I only looked at colleges that offered women's D1 rowing, and that narrowed down the list pretty heavily already. But when it came to looking at Bucknell, I loved that I could get to know the professors on a name-to-name basis. They'd know me as well as I'd know them. You could do undergrad research, as well as you could compete at a collegiate level, and I also factored in the broken leg rule, where if I did break my leg or if I wanted to quit the team for any reason, I'd still enjoy the school that I was at. And Bucknell was kind of the best of both worlds, where if I did quit the team, I'd still have the ability to meet other people and that I still feel like I had a community on campus and not just being a student athlete.
I came down between Providence College and Bucknell, and for me the deciding factor was coming to Acceptance Students Day at Bucknell. The energy, the atmosphere, and just everyone who put on the Acceptance Students Day was amazing. It just felt like home. I also chose Bucknell because of their amazing biology department, as well as the acceptance rate into PA school after college, and the ability to talk to people like Dr. Patterson, who works in the Center for Career Advancement, to help me make my dreams come true after college.
My deciding factor for choosing a college, and ultimately why I ended up at Bucknell, is because of the close connections that you can have with faculty. And I think I talked to current students at Bucknell through my high school, but also through the admissions, and really just learn how much the university emphasized close connections with faculty, and that is what drew me here.
Some of the factors that played a major role in where I decided to go to school was the size of the school. I personally wanted around 4,000 students because that's how big my high school was. The community that the school develops, whether that's between professors and students, alumni and current students, or just the students themselves. Since I was going to be far from where I currently live and my family, I wanted a place that was going to feel like home and be able to become my home kind of quickly. Also, the reputation that the school has. Bucknell has a fantastic reputation among its alumni, employers, and just people in general. And kind of everything else that Bucknell offered was an extra added bonus. The liberal arts education, the beautiful campus, and I could go on and on about it.
How easy is it to register for classes?
The actual process itself is pretty easy. I mean, each class comes with a number that like designates it in the computer system, and then you type it in your registered time slot that you get according to last name, and then it's pretty much just inputted into the system. Like, it's really not hard in that sense, but I think what's tricky is there are limited classes, and also the class size at Bucknell is pretty small because you get really like the one-on-one with the teacher, which is great. But coming along with that, it's hard to plan classes because you're really not sure what classes you'll be able to get into according to like numbers and how they close out and stuff until the day and pretty much minute that you are registering. Inputting is pretty easy, but the planning is not easy.
Process of registering for classes at Bucknell is definitely a process that gets gradually easier with time. Your first year, before you come to campus, it is done through a specific system that the school will guide you through. However, your second semester as a first year, as well as your sophomore year, it may be a bit more difficult to get the classes that you seek because preference is given to upperclassmen. However, the school does provide you with an advisor that helps you navigate course selection, meaning they help you find the things that you need to fulfill with your major, classes you are likely to get, and the ones that are probably going to be taken by upperclassmen, and a layout of how you should navigate course selection throughout your time at Bucknell.
It's kind of like a cycling system, so the registrar office sends out an email for each class year, and they tell you what time and slot you get to register on and the day based upon the first letter of your last name. So depending on where you fall in the rotation, it kind of depends on how difficult it is. Going into sophomore year, the fall at least, I was the last to register, and that was really hard because I didn't get into a lot of the classes that I did need at the time because I was still technically undeclared as a biology major, even though I knew that's what I wanted to do. It can be a little difficult, but as you move up in your major and obviously up in terms of class year, it becomes easier and easier to get the classes you need.
What is the social scene like?
Bucknell is known to be one of the biggest party schools in the country, despite being only 3,200 students. A lot of the parties are held by Greek organizations, having mixers with other Greek organizations or sports teams, and these are held downtown right next to campus. And the mixers are closed off until about 11:30, and that's when other people can start coming in. A lot of freshman girls are allowed into the party, but freshman boys are typically not, unless they know someone at the party.
The social life is typically spearheaded by Greek organizations. You do not have to be involved in Greek life to go to parties. Freshmen are not allowed to be a part of Greek life, and they still are allowed to get into parties if they so choose. I am not in Greek life. It's kind of up to you and your personal preference.
The social scene at Bucknell is pretty bumping. Bucknell is everything for anyone in kind of what you define as fun. If you want to kind of relax and let go and party on a weekend, that option was always there. And if you don't, there's plenty of other things that Bucknell offers. Their CAP Center would throw so many different events that as a freshman, and even, I think last semester, I still went to some of these things. I think I like decorated a mason jar. We're giving out free hot chocolate and stuff. And it's just a lot of fun events that they plan. So there's always something to do on campus with your friends. In terms of freshmen at parties and Greek life involvement, Greek life is a heavy part of Bucknell. I think over 70% of people are involved in Greek life. And most of the social scenes happen at downtown Greek life houses.
Bucknell's social scene is similar to that of a big state school with a more intimate feel. About 60% of our campus is involved in Greek life in some capacity, meaning that Greek life provides the majority of the social scene. Freshmen are allowed to attend Greek life parties after a certain time, and those who are involved in Greek life can be involved as much as they want to. However, if Greek life is not your thing, there are plenty of things organized by campus and organized by individuals that people can be a part of.
How difficult is it to find housing?
Finding housing at Bucknell is relatively straightforward for the most part because the university does guarantee on-campus housing for all 4 years.
Bucknell offers housing for all 4 years. The housing does range from classic dorms, which are singles, doubles, and triples, to suites, which is a bathroom connecting two doubles together, an apartment which has 4 singles, a common room, and a kitchen, and then modular living, also known as the mods, on the other side of campus, where it's basically a small house with a kitchen, a living room, and 2 doubles interconnected. That's where a lot of student athletes live because it's so close to the field. They can just roll out of bed and go to practice. The older you get, the better lottery number you do receive. And if you do live in a classic style dorm your sophomore year, you can block out the rooms so then you can live with your friends, which is really fun. And Bucknell also makes it super easy for you to apply to be in residential education. So you can be an RA, and that's such a special opportunity because then you can just kind of help create such a close environment to a bunch of first years.
So housing is guaranteed all 4 years on our campus, which is lovely. It's guaranteed you will live somewhere on campus, but you might not like it. It's a lottery system. The typical, everyone's assigned a lottery number, and then at your lottery, depending on your year, you get to choose, and then you can pull up people. If all the people you know don't have a good number, then you might not end up living together. It's just sometimes it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Are students actively involved in clubs, recreational sports, and outside activities?
Bucknell has an array of clubs and activities that any student can be a part of from the second they step foot onto campus. This ranges from a cappella groups to being parts of productions, to being a part of outdoor clubs or intramural sports. Whatever activity you can think of, either Bucknell has or you can create yourself.
So we are a D1 school, so we definitely have people heavily involved in sports. We have club sports everywhere. Like I said, me and my friend, we basically revamped the Active Minds Club. So I'm going through the process of helping get a club back together. It's very easy to join a club. It's very easy to get a club started if you want one. And they really want you to get your message out there as well. The opportunities are totally there to be involved in extracurriculars, and I highly recommend that you get yourself involved in as much as you can.
Does Bucknell do a good job helping students with internships and research opportunities?
I don't know if they specifically help in applying to places. I feel like that's more of something you have to do on your own, going on LinkedIn. They have a lot of resources, the Career Center. They can help you with your resume. They can give you mock interviews. They have the job fair. And they do give you some resources for internships and externships. The ones that I've seen have been like Bucknell specific, but there's definitely a lot going on.
As an accounting major, I was advised to apply for externships that would hopefully turn into internships, and internships that would hopefully turn into job opportunities. Bucknell and the Freeman College of Management faculty, especially my advisor, really helped me prepare to apply for these positions and interview for them. The career fair was a great way for me to get introduced to these companies and recruiters, and the Center for Career Advancement helped me freshen up my resume and prepare for these interviews as well. I also took a class that was called the Finance Speaker Series. We also edited our resumes, and we created LinkedIn profiles that would look good for recruiters.
What tips do you have to succeed academically at Bucknell?
What I find works really well for me is to review my notes after each class and then kind of skim it at the end of the week. That just helps solidify it in your brain. That's how memories work. I go to almost all office hours that I can and just ask questions. I used to hate asking questions. I would get really embarrassed. But then I would be left not knowing an answer, or, I would miss the understanding of a lot of topics. So force yourself to ask questions even if you don't want to. It'll pay off in the long run. The biggest thing is time management. So, college, you go to class for 3 or 4 hours a day and the rest is up to you. So you got to use your time really well.
To succeed academically at Bucknell, I'd recommend just getting close to your professors and other students in your class, because it's a very collaborative environment.
So definitely be organized. Go to class. I know that seems so silly, but a lot of people blow off class. Join a study group. They're really helpful. It's great to just work with your fellow peers, schedule time to study. Don't cram the night before, because this is college. It's a whole new ball game. Also, make sure you just have time to de-stress. Find something that will help you calm down, relax when studying gets a little out of hand.
Here's how you can get more information like what you have just seen to help you and your student get the inside scoops on college life. We have close to 100 ebooks available at collegescoops.com for purchase. All of our ebooks feature student and parent testimonials on what life is like on campus, living, learning, and working while attending college. We offer students and parents favorite places to eat on and around campus, along with a host of local excursions for you, your student, and family to enjoy during your college experience. With direct links to restaurants, hotels, and excursions, we have made it as easy as possible for you to plan your trip, saving you time, energy, and stress. Whether it is your first time visiting or at graduation, we've got you covered.